Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of day this video finds you. It's your boy Jay here, and we are back at it again talking about Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, okay? So on screen for you right now are a bunch of the new Switch skills that are coming to Sunbreak, okay? We don't have any details about these skills yet, but that's going to be the subject of today's video. I want to talk about Switch skills and how and what I think we're going to be getting in Sunbreak when it comes to new Switch skills. Okay, so we do have confirmation that we're getting new Switch skills, like it's happening, right? But the question that I have and that I want to pose to you guys and maybe even start a discussion about, hit the comments down below, I'll reply to every comment that hits this video, is how do we think these new Switch skills are going to be implemented? And I don't want to just get wire bug arts, I want to get new Switch skills as well. But that's enough preamble. Let's dive right in to talking about these Switch skills. Okay, so we know we're getting new Switch skills, but one of the questions I have is how is it going to affect the current Switch skill setup, right? Looking at the menu, you see that with every weapon you have 3 different choices for changes you want to make on your moveset. Are these new wire bug arts going to be a 4th option? Or are we just going to get more options to select per option? Does that make sense? So, you see how you have 1, 2, and 3, and each of those choices have, a choice between this or that. Are we going to get maybe 3 choices in each selection, or are we going to get a 4th and 5th toggle where, you can choose between 2 moves, much like how it is right now? I really like the Switch skill, in concept, because it leads into the idea that if I give 10 people the same sword, are those 10 people gonna wield the sword the same way? No freaking way, right? So, with this Switch skill setup, I'd really like it if we got, 4th and 5th options. That way, the movesets can be even more dynamic and more varied. And you can have, a lobby full of 4 people, all using, say, longsword. And each of the longsword movesets are going to be super different from each other because everyone's playstyle is a little different. That sounds super awesome to me, right? So that's just one of the questions I have. And I want it to be a 4th and 5th option because ideally, I'd like for every weapon to maybe get 2 more Silkbind arts, right? One of which you can choose, right? Like you can choose, whether you want this one or that one. And then another Switch skill, right? And what I mean by Switch skill is, how certain weapons have changes to like the entire moveset, right? For example, longsword with the spirit slash, you can change it to the spirit reckoning combo, or you can change hammer's side smack into a water strike, something like that. Or sword and shield, you have the sliding dash, right, when you push X plus A, or you can do jumping slash. That's not a Silkbind art, it's just a Switch skill. So I would like it if, all the weapons got 1 more Switch skill, right, where if you just leave it and don't touch it, the weapon stays as it is right now. Or, you use this new Switch skill that came out, and then every weapon got 2 more Silkbind arts. Wouldn't that be dope? I mean, that sounds like perfection to me. And you can still, swap and have synergies with existing Silkbind arts. That sounds incredible to me. So that's one thing I really hope that we get. Another thing I hope that gets addressed in Sunbreak is how each of the weapons currently in Rise have a Silkbind art that you cannot remove, right? Take for example the hammer. You always have to have Impact Crater. There's nothing to switch it out with, right? You're gonna have Impact Crater. Now you get to choose between Dash Breaker and Spinning Bludgeon, which is cool, but you cannot remove Impact Crater. So maybe when they add in some of these new Silkbind arts, maybe that's going to be the move that we'll be able to change, right? Because every weapon has a move that you can't change. Take, for example, the Insect Glaive, right? You can choose between Diving Wyvern or Recall Kinsect, but your other move is stagnant. It's always going to be the extra wire bug jump, right? What if I want 2 offensive Insect Glaive skills? Why can't I have that, right? So maybe that's where they're gonna put a lot of these new Silkbind moves, so that we get to switch between the one that previously couldn't be changed and a new one that they added on top. So the reason why I'm making this video right now is the official Monster Hunter Twitter. They told us we're gonna get more info in May when it comes to Sunbreak. And I don't know, I thought to myself, I was like, yo, what if we get those trailers that show off all of the new arts, similar to how we did in the Rise hype cycle, right? You guys remember that? Like every week we'd get like a new trailer and it would show us like, yo, check out what the Switch X can do. Look, it's Soaring Wyvern Blade. And we was like, yo, that's crazy. So I'm hoping that's what's going to be coming up. And that's why I wanted to make this video right now, to kind of get ahead of something like that potentially happening, right? Best believe if we do get Silkbing trainers like we did leading up to Rise's initial release, every 3 to 4 days I'll talk about the couple weapons that they talked about, because you know, if they release a weapon a day, that's 2 weeks worth of brand new trailers, and that will really get the hype train chugga choo-chooing along as if it isn't already. So yes, Capcom said in May they're gonna give us more Sunbreak info. I'm really hoping we're getting weapon trailers like we did last time for Rise's initial release. Either that, or I want them to focus a little bit and maybe show us some actual gameplay of Malzeno in May, and then, you know, kind of continue the drip feed on Twitter that they have been. But up to this point, the marketing cycle, so to speak, for Sunbreak has been really good. They haven't shown us too much info, but they also haven't shown us too little. It's been, you know, right on the money. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video to get ahead of what could possibly be coming in May, and talk a little bit about, you know, some speculation when it comes to receiving these new Silkbing arts that are slated to be in Sunbreak and how they could be implemented. Alright, so yes, do me a favor as always, algorithm stuff down below, drop comments, talk to me. Am I tripping? Am I going crazy? Am I just too hyped for this game? Talk to me. I will respond to each and every comment that hits this video. Also drop a like so YouTube pushes this video out and more people can discover, you know, what we do around here. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video today. As always, people, happy hunting. Peace.